Good evening, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Langhorse Field. We're on the campus of Elmhurst University as we bring you Blue Jay Lacrosse. Today, it's the Elmhurst University Blue Jays playing host to the Augustana Vikings. Hello, everyone. My name is Mark Kruger. Delighted to bring you this CCIW matchup. And now, let's listen to our national anthem. Women's lacrosse here on BlueJayTV.com. CCIW battle, Augustana and the Blue Jays of Elmhurst University. Augustana comes into this match with a record of 4-8. They are 0-4 in the CCIW. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays 0-11, looking for that first win. 0-5 in the CCIW. So, barring a tie, someone will have their very first CCIW win tonight. CJ Holder, the head coach of the Vikings, in her 6th season as the head coach. Meanwhile, Allie Howard is in her first season taking over the program here at Elmhurst University. She is the 3rd head coach in the brief 7-year history of the Blue Jay women's lacrosse program. Get to the starting lineups for you. For the Blue Jays, Karina Salmon, a freshman, will be in goal for Elmhurst University. Gracie Eastman, MC Brown, Bailey Ekstrand, Gabby Castillo, Michaela Armstrong. Happy belated birthday to you, Michaela, celebrating a birthday yesterday. Lindsay Novak, Marissa Masato, Erin Dela Cruz, Katie Shanatsky, Marie Corpus, and Maddie Deckman, the starting lineup for the Blue Jays. Meanwhile, for the Vikings of Augustana, Hannah Collins in goal for the Vikings. She has a record of 2-3, has allowed 94 goals, a goals against average of 14.15. Claire Kim, Melanie Parker, Sydney Silverthorne, Margaret Cecilio, Cassidy Petrie, Rachel Foreman, Katie Hediger, Melanie Wegman, Ella Randolph, Sinclair Lucero, and Sydney Rector, the starting lineup. The Vikings get the opening draw control and are off and running here in Elmhurst. By the way, this is the first of 2. We've got a doubleheader of Blue Jay Lacrosse later on tonight at 7:30. It will be the men's of Elmhurst University taking on Carthage. So that will be at 7:30 tonight. By the way, the start of this game, 37 degrees. And that's been normal this spring for Blue Jay Lacrosse, both on the women and the men's side. We have not had a decent night or afternoon of weather, it seems like, the entire season. With the wind coming out of the north, it feels like it's 28 degrees out there. Blue Jays in the home white. The Vikings in the navy blue, and we're going to have a 8-meter situation here, and coming up and going low and bouncing it over the cage. And it'll be Vikings ball here. Just underway. First possession of the game here for Augustana. Flip it behind the cage. Oh, it's swiped out of the air nicely by the freshman of Salmon, the freshman goalkeeper. She flips it out here to MC Brown as they try to get up and clear this one. Brown working the sideline here. Oh, she dropped it and tried to scoop it back up, could not. Instead, it's her teammate, Marie Corpus, that comes up with it. Gets it to the middle of the field to Eastman. Gracie Eastman with 9 goals on the season. She's the co-leader in that category with Katie Shanatsky. Katie with the ball right now. Katie flips it into the middle area, down on the ground, and it's picked off by Augustana. Shanatsky and Eastman each have 9 goals and 9 points. Gabby Castillo has 5 goals and 5 points. Marie Corpus with 2 goals and 2 points. Those are your offensive leaders for the Blue Jays. Meanwhile, and an open look. Well, now we got a whistle and a infraction against the Blue Jays. So another opportunity here. Free position, 8-meter situation here for Sydney Rector, number 32. She's a 5'8" senior from Indianapolis, Indiana. And she comes in and loses it. Augie picks it up, and it's behind the cage. It's going to go to the Blue Jays here. Salmon flips it out here, and the Blue Jays are going to get across midfield for the first time here today, but it's swiped away, knocked down from behind, ball down to the ground. And it's going to be picked up by Marie Corpus of the Blue Jays. Augustana, they got 3 leaders in goals scored. Cassidy Petrie and Kate Hediger. This one is going to go to the Vikings. They each have 23 goals. Meanwhile, Margaret Cecilio has 21 goals on the year. Augustana, they average just about 8.5 goals per game. The Blue Jays, 2.6 goals per contest. After tonight for the Blue Jays, this is Gabby Castillo with the ball right now, by the way. Here's Shanatsky. Katie trying to get as close as she can. Tried to pass it off to Castillo. Gabby dropped it, picked it right back up. After this game, the Blue Jays will finish off the season this Saturday against Marion. Saturday morning, that's a 10 o'clock start. And we'll have that for you here on BlueJayTV.com. Boy, they overload the far side and let Eastman go to work one-on-one. And now she backpedals and tries to break free as she comes here to the near side. Pass inside. Debbie Kim tried to pick it up. Now it's loose, ball on the floor. Blue Jays in possession here. 22 on the shot clock. There is a 90-second shot clock in play here on the women's side. Shanatsky, shot clock down to 12. And Shanatsky, ball is down on the ground. And it's scooped up by Sydney Rector. Rector passes it as the Vikings get across midfield. Ball is dropped and picked up by Ella Randolph, but she loses it. Here's Eastman now. Eastman makes the move to the middle of the field. Eastman, just a freshman. Tries to get an advantage. She does not and decides to pass it out here to Lindsay Novak and a whistle. And a timeout taken here in the early going. Timeout by the Blue Jays here with 9:42 remaining here in the opening quarter. And we are scoreless here at beautiful Langhorst Field. This, by the way, is the 7th meeting all-time between Augustana and the Blue Jays. Augustana has won all 6 of the previous meetings. So the Blue Jays 0-6 lifetime against Augustana. The last time these two teams met 2 years ago, in 2020, the Vikings won that game 18-0. Blue Jays, a year ago, they did not sport a team They last played 2 years ago in 2020. They went 0-4. Meanwhile, Augustana last year went 5-10 and 0-5 in the CCIW. Couple weeks will be the CCIW Conference Tournament, in which the top 4 teams will battle it out. Right now, if they would have the CCIW tournament tomorrow, the top 4 teams in the conference would be Chicago, Carthage, Carroll, and Illinois Wesleyan. Chicago is 5-0 in conference. Carthage and Carroll are both 3-1. Illinois Wesleyan 3-2. By the way, other action tonight, North Central takes on Chicago. That's at Chicago. North Central is 2-3 in the league. Carroll is at Carthage. That's a big ball game. The winner of that game will be in sole possession of second place in the league. Carthage and Carroll are both 3-1 in conference. And then these two teams playing here today in Elmhurst have yet to win a CCIW game. Augie 0-4, Elmhurst 0-5. Mentioned Salmon, the freshman in goal for the Blue Jays. She has allowed 193 goals and 18.4 goals against average. She's had 107 saves. Hannah Collins, the goalkeeper for Augie, has had 51 saves, but she's been sharing time in goal for Augustana with Rachel Foreman and Sawyer Graham. Here's Shanatsky now after the timeout. Eastman, and now we got a stoppage of play, a whistle. And it's going to be a Eastman here. Free position here at the 8-meter mark. So a great opportunity here for Eastman to get her 10th goal of the season. She comes up. Oh, it came out of her. Came out of the webbing, and it came straight down and off to the left. So the ball is going to go to the Vikings here. No score coming up on the 9-minute mark of this one. Augustana, by the way, trying to snap a 5-game losing skid. Coming off of a 22-8 loss on Saturday against Carthage. Loose ball, Marie Corpus scooping it up here for the Blue Jays. Augie finishes up the season with 2 road games. Tonight's game against Elmhurst, and then they'll be at Carroll on Saturday. That's a 1 o'clock opening draw control. Eastman trying to break free. Her shot and the save by Collins. Well, it looks like it's going to be another free position at the 8-meter mark here for Eastman. Let's see if Gracie can find the back of the net here. Comes up, shoots, and it's off to the left again. Augie in control. The pass picked off. Blue Jays, another great opportunity. Pass to Armstrong, and Michaela scoops it up behind the cage. Eastman has had a couple of opportunities at that free position, but she came up empty. Here's Shanatsky now at the point. Tried to pass it back to Castillo down on the ground. Corpus trying to scoop it up, and ultimately Marie does. Flips it over to Castillo. The Blue Jays work it behind the cage here. This is Eastman. Nice pivot move by Gracie. And she gets pushed back behind the cage. Now she comes up again. And the Blue Jays will bring it up to the point here to Marie Corpus. Corpus gets checked. Double team, slapped it out, got it back off the ground. Here's Shanatsky now, makes the move. She got double teamed briefly. Shot clock down to 23 for the Blue Jays. As we approach the 7-minute mark, the shot by Gabby Castillo. And the Blue Jays are on the board first. Gabby Castillo with her 6th goal of the season, and she puts the Blue Jays on top. Take another look at it. Nice flash into that open area by Castillo, and she puts it in. It comes with 7 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in this opening quarter. So the Blue Jays take the lead. Good start to this one for the Blue Jays. Eastman and Kate Hediger on the draw control at midfield. Get a breeze coming out of the north here. Coming from the top of your monitor down to the bottom of your monitor. That draw control won by the Vikings. Margaret Cecilio picked up the ball off the ground. And the Vikings work it now, trailing 1-0. Cecilio, as they work it on the far wing area. Not a lot of movement offensively for the Vikings. Rector trying to break free. Now there's a nice flash to the open area by Cassidy Petrie, but it came loose out of her stick. Petrie, as I mentioned, with 23 goals on the season. Her and Kate Hediger lead the Vikings in that category with 23 goals. Blue Jays now on the attack here, leading 1-0. Although it's on the ground right now. And the Vikings come up with it. The Blue Jays turn it over. Molly Neighbor running down in the far wing. 6 minutes remaining here in this opening quarter. Blue Jays looking for their first conference win, their first win of the season as well. Shot by Claire Kim. And Salmon with the save. She tried to flip it over here, and the ball is down on the ground. It's going to roll out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Blue Jays. Marissa Masato will inbound it. Maddie Deckman will, well, she tried to get it back to Masato, and it's going to go out of bounds. And whose ball is it? Looks like they're going to give the ball to the, yeah, it's going to go to the Blue Jays. Maddie Deckman will restart it. Oh, nice steal. It's picked off by Cecilio. Cecilio veers off to the right, trying to get an angle. She can't get the shot off, gets double teamed, and loses it, and a whistle. Good recovery defensively by the Blue Jays to get back and double team Cecilio. It looks like we got a flag. Well, no, it's just going to be Augie restarting it from behind the cage here. Gabby Castillo with her 6th goal of the season. Well, now the Augie comes right back and ties it up. Vikings get a goal here to tie it up with 5 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in this opening quarter. And it's 1-1. I believe that was Kate Hediger who got the goal. Number 18 for the Vikings. We'll have to double check on that. If it is Hediger, it would be her 24th goal of the season, and she would now take the lead in most goals for the season for Augustana. Her and Eastman now on the draw control. Tied at 1 here with just over 5 minutes remaining here in this opening quarter. Don't forget, the second game of our doubleheader coming up at 7:30 tonight. It'll be Coach Morrell and the men's team of Elmhurst University taking on a very good Carthage team. That's a big game for the Blue Jays. Oh, coming right back and scoring again for Augustana. And it's Hediger again, and it's now 2-1 in favor of Augustana. Boy, just 10 seconds after the Vikings scored their first goal, they come back and score another one to quickly take the lead 2-1. Goal number 25 on the year for Hediger. On Saturday, Augustana, Claire Kim had a goal early on against Carthage, but then Carthage scored 6 straight goals. Then Kate Hediger's goal inched Augie closer, but a big run by Carthage closed out the half. It was 15-2 at the half. As this draw control is going to be, well, it's still undecided yet. Who's going to, well, it's picked up by Augustana. Carthage had a +1 differential in the second half of the game on Saturday. Went on to win 22-8 against these Augustana Vikings. Sydney Rector, Margaret Cecilio had goals for the Vikings in that game on Saturday. Cassidy Petrie now in possession, trying to inch closer to the net, trying to get off a shot. Good defense by Maddie Deckman. As we approach the 4-minute mark of this opening quarter, Blue Jays struck first, but then a couple of unanswered goals by the Vikings, and it's 2-1. Augustana coming up and taking the shot, Claire Kim. Nice save by Salmon. Claire Kim scored the first goal of the game on Saturday against Carthage. MC Brown sprinting on the near sideline here. See if the Blue Jays can tie this one up. 3:36 left, opening quarter. Brown still in possession. And now she'll stop in her tracks, back it up a little bit. Pass it off to Debbie Kim. Kim to the point to Shanatsky. Ball is loose, trying to save it Castillo. She cannot. It's going to go to the Vikings. New shot clock as we approach the 3-minute mark of this opening quarter. Glad to have you logged on to BlueJayTV.com. Chilly night here in Elmhurst. 37 degrees the start of this game. Bit of a breeze. It is another chilly night in Elmhurst. Well, at least we got no precipitation, no rain, or no snow for that matter, right? Blue Jays on defense here. Augie crosses midfield. Flip it over to Cecilio. Nothing there, and Cecilio will pass it off here to Cassidy Petrie. Back to Cecilio as they run a bit of a weave at the point area. Rector, nowhere to go for her. She backs it out. Shot clock at 30. And a violation against the Blue Jays. Augustana ball here with just under 2 minutes left in the opening quarter. As I mentioned, the head coach, Allie Howard of the Blue Jays, in her first season as the head coach. She has over a decade of coaching experience. Ball goes down, and it's picked up by the Blue Jays. And it'll take some time for Coach Howard to get her program developed. But she's got a pretty good core of freshmen to work around. She can get some recruits and get some players in here. Gabby Castillo now in possession. She has the lone goal for the Blue Jays so far. She gets it across midfield. 1:10 left to play here in the opening quarter. Good competitive battle. Here's Eastman. Flips it to Shanatsky. Shanatsky weaving, nothing there. Good patience, and she'll bring it out. She'll try another run, pivot. Ooh, lost control of it. Ball down to the ground. And it's picked up by Hediger of the Vikings. Gets it ahead. Rector gets across midfield. Tried to pass ahead. Deckman, with a nice defensive play, came up with it, threw it ahead. This is Castillo. 28 seconds to go in the quarter. Shot clock turned off. Castillo got bumped, no call. Well, now there's a whistle. And it'll be Blue Jay ball on the restart here. Clock winding down, 13 seconds to play in the quarter. Well, now they stop the clock. I think they're going to put a few more seconds up on the clock. Right now, there's a little over 6 seconds to play. The officials are looking up at the scoreboard. And now one official is coming over here. And they're going to walkie-talkie it up here to the press box and see what the official wants to do here as far as the time goes. It's 2-1 Augustana here. Final seconds of this opening quarter. CCIW battle between two teams who have yet to win a CCIW game this season. So as I mentioned, barring a tie at the end of this one, okay, they're going to put 15 seconds left. Someone will have their first conference win of the season. Gabby Castillo on the far wing to restart it here for the Blue Jays, and she passes it to Corpus. Corpus comes in, flips it into the crease area, ball down to the ground, picked up by Augustana, 4 seconds remaining. Ball down, still down, and it's Corpus that comes up with it, and that's going to end the first quarter here from Langhorst Field. So it's 2-1. Augustana at the end of one, and we'll take a timeout as we settle in and get ready for the second quarter. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn. A place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
Welcome back to Langhorst Field as we are just about ready to get the second quarter underway. Want to correct myself. Hediger picked up one goal in that first quarter. The other goal was from Cassidy Petrie, a 5'5 junior, local product. She went to Naperville North High School. So Petrie now has 24 goals on the season, and Hediger has 24 goals on the season. Team leaders, co-leaders in that category. The lone goal for the Blue Jays came with 7 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the first quarter by Gabby Castillo. For Gabby, it is her 6th goal of the season. She now has 6 points. Shanatsky and Eastman each have 9 points and 9 goals on the year for the Blue Jays. As I mentioned, the Blue Jays will finish off the regular season this Saturday, April 30th, against Marian University. That is a 10 a.m. opening draw control, and we will have that game for you live here on BlueJayTV.com. I mentioned Allie Howard, over a decade of coaching experience. Since 2019, Howard has been the assistant women's lacrosse coach for the New Zealand senior national team. She's also the head coach and the assistant SID, sports information director, at the University of Bridgeport. Was also an assistant lacrosse coach at Other institutions like Central Connecticut State, Worcester State University. Her assistant, grad assistant, Maria Trevino. Eastman and Heidegger on the draw control here now as we start the second quarter of action here in this CCIW battle, Augustana and Elmhurst. Mark Kruger, Greg Rosel with us. We appreciate you logging on to BlueJayTV.com. And this draw control is scooped up by Cecilio. And Augustana wins the draw control to open up second quarter action. Kim at the point here. Claire moves over to the near wing area, and now she'll throw it behind the cage. Here's Cecilio. Cecilio breaks free, and we're going to have a whistle here. I believe a push against Corpus. And we're going to have a free position from the 8-meter mark here. Margaret Cecilio, a 5'3" senior from San Jose, California, trying to put the Vikings up by 2 here. Mano y mano against Salmon. Cecilio comes up, shoots. And it gets by Salmon for the goal. Here's another look at it here. Cecilia straight ahead and goes low left and gets it by the freshman goalkeeper. That goal, unassisted, obviously, by Cecilio, now makes it 3-1. Just 55 seconds into this second quarter, 3-1. Augustana with the lead. Last win by the Vikings was back on March 26th when they beat Beloit 16-4. Since then, 5 straight losses against St. Ambrose, Illinois Wesleyan, North Central, Chicago, and Carthage. So they're trying to break a 5-game losing skid tonight here at Langhorse Field in Elmhurst. And this draw control is down on the ground, and it's going to be scooped up by Heidegger. So the Vikings win another draw control. Oh, nice pass from Heidegger, and going down low and scoring, the Vikings now lead it 4-1. Nice pass from Heidegger to get the assist. .13 minutes and 50 seconds left to play here in this first half, and the Vikings lead it now by a score of 4-1. So 4 unanswered goals by the Vikings after Gabby Castillo scored the game's first goal of the night. Cloudy, overcast day. They are expecting a couple of rain showers later on tonight. Let's hope that doesn't affect the remainder of this game as well as the men's game, which will be the second game of our doubleheader tonight at 7:30 when the Blue Jays take on Carthage. Final home game of the regular season for the men's team later on tonight. The men will finish up the regular season, and there's a shot low right by Petrie. The men will finish up the regular season at Illinois Wesleyan on Saturday. That's a 1 o'clock start. Two tough teams for the men's team to finish off the regular season, Carthage and Illinois Wesleyan. Two minutes have gone by here in this second quarter. MC Brown in possession of it for the Blue Jays. 4-1 in favor of the Vikings. Here's Eastman now. The freshman, nice pivot, has an opening and shoots and scores. Gracie Eastman with her 10th goal of the season. She is now the team leader in goals scored with the 10. She's got 10 points. 1 goal ahead of Katie Shinatsky. It comes with 12 minutes and 46 seconds remaining here in this first half. And it's now 4-2 favor of the Vikings. Big goal there by Eastman. Boy, if the Blue Jays can score the next goal, that would get them to within 1. And they're right back into this thing. Lindsay Novak getting attended to on the sideline, and now she comes back out onto the field. Eastman and Hediger on the draw control here. Let's see if the Blue Jays can get this win on the draw control. Ball is set. There's the whistle. And the Blue Jays indeed do win the draw control. MC Brown on the dead sprint right up the middle, and she'll veer off here to the near wing. Comes over, gets instructions from Allie Howard. Tosses it over to Castillo. Here's Eastman now at the point. Eastman stops. Throw it over to Shinatsky. Blue Jays setting up their offense here. Katie has this whole wing to work with. Gets by the defender, and we got a whistle, and this may be a free position situation here from the 8-meter mark for Shinatsky. And it is. So a golden opportunity here for the Blue Jays to get to within 1. Let's see if Katie can get her 10th goal of the season. Shoots, and a save by the goalkeeper. That's Collins for Augustana. Boy, the Blue Jays have had a number of free position shots, but they couldn't capitalize on them. Now we got a whistle and a stoppage of play with 11:36 remaining in the half. Molly Neighbor is going to take a knee. So a man-up situation here. Or check that. That is 28, yeah. So a man-up situation here for the Blue Jays. Neighbor comes out. Great opportunity here for the Blue Jays. Eastman got double teamed, gets close and scores. Eastman with the goal. Her second goal of the quarter, second goal of the game, comes with 11 minutes and 30 seconds to go, and the Blue Jays are within 1. Here it is again. Here's Eastman. You see the curl move. She turns, comes in, and it's 4-3 now. Augustana, boy, a couple of nice goals here by Eastman, as she scores goals number 10 and 11 in the second quarter. 11 and a half minutes remaining. Again, both teams are looking for their very first conference win of the season. Eastman, just a freshman. And she goes back to work, trying to win a draw control, going up against the senior, Kate Hediger. So a freshman for Elmhurst going up against a senior for Augie. Ball goes up, 1 bounce, 2 bounce. And the Vikings are... Nobody has possession yet. And it's going to go to the Blue Jays. Eastman scoops it up. Her pass was partially deflected. Ball goes down on the ground. Petrie scoops it up. Petrie weaving, gets by, defender shoots, and scores. Wow, what a great move by Cassidy Petrie, the 5'5 junior out of Naperville. Got through a couple of defenders. And for Petrie, that's her second goal of the game. Comes with 11 minutes and 1 second to play in the first half, and it's now 5-3. So the Blue Jays, after scoring a couple of unanswered goals, now the Vikings come back with a goal of themselves to get back to a 2-goal advantage. Goal number 25 on the year for Petrie. Hediger and Eastman again on the draw control. Again, just a reminder, the second game of our doubleheader tonight will come at you at 7:30 as the men and Coach Morell's club of Elmhurst University will take on Carthage. The Firebirds, very good team. That will get started at 7:30 tonight. Cecilio will restart it here for Augustana. She flips it to Rector. Rector on the pivot. Randolph passes it behind the net. As Augie works it around the perimeter and finally back up top to Petrie. Petrie with that pivot move. Tried to pass, but the ball goes down on the ground. And the Blue Jays, Shanatsky had a handle on it, but still nobody in possession. And it's picked up by Augustana. Cecilio with it. You may have heard the head coach, C.J. Holder, saying, set it up. Petrie at the point here for the Vikings. Nothing there for Petrie. Well, now she makes the move, slapped away. Good defense by the Blue Jays. Ball on the ground. Petrie goes down. Ooh, she's covering up her face area. She may have gotten hit in the face. She is staying down on her right knee. Oh, boy. Not good to see there. She quickly covered up her face with both of her hands. Marissa Masato is coming out, taking the knee. So it's going to go, the penalty is going to go against the Blue Jays, apparently. And it looks like she's going to be okay. Yep, she shakes her head, saying, I'm okay. Free position here at the 8-meter mark for Cassidy Petrie. Looking for the hat trick here, looking for her third goal of the game. Petrie, there's the whistle, shoots, and she scores. So off the free position, Petrie now with the hat trick. 3 goals for her in this game. It comes with 9 minutes and 28 seconds left to play in this first half. And the score is now 6-3 Vikings. So the Vikings do take advantage of a free position situation, something that the Blue Jays had a number of times in this first half. Hediger and Eastman here now on the draw control. Vikings, they average 8.5 goals per game. They lead 6-3 over the Blue Jays here. Good pickup that time by Cecilio, a whistle. Coach Howard is not happy at all. She is right at midfield. And she is really giving it to the officials. It looks like MC Brown is coming out. Boy, Ellie Howard, head coach of the Blue Jays, is absolutely beside herself. She's got her arms crossed near midfield. MC Brown is out of the game. It'll be Cecilio on the restart here for Augustana. 9:21 left to play here in this first half. Kim lost it. Now she lost it again, but it's picked up by Cecilio. Cecilio wants an outlet. She wants someone to come out on the far wing. Instead, she goes to the middle of the field to Claire Kim. And now it's Hediger. Nothing there for Hediger. To Cecilio. Cecilio lost it on the ground, but she picked it right back up. Kind of an errant pass. This one is going to go out of bounds. It should go to the Blue Jays. Indeed, it'll be the goalkeeper Salmon to get it started for Elmhurst. Well, her outlet pass on the far side went awry, so a turnover for the Blue Jays, and now Augustana with the ball. And a 3-goal lead here with 8:22 to play here in the first half. Augie led at the end of the first quarter 2-1. And they lead it here 6-3 with just over 8 minutes to play. And a nice pass that time from Cecilio to Hediger for the goal. Comes with 8 minutes and 7 seconds to play here in this first half. It's now 7-3 in favor of the Vikings. Give the assist there to Cecilio, finding the open player in the crease area. And it's now 7-3. Biggest advantage of the game for the Vikings now, a 4-goal advantage. Hediger and Eastman again at the draw control at midfield. Blue Jays could desperately need a goal here to stay in this one. Trailing by 4. Draw control won by Hediger and the Vikings. If Augustana scores another goal, they're up 5. And then it would be awful tough for the Blue Jays to climb all the way back in the second half. Down 5. Right now they're trailing by 4, 7-3. Augie in possession. Kim will back it out, and they'll reset the offense here. Kim on the attack. Tim takes it all the way, shoots, and one bounces it over the net. Plenty of time on the shot clock. 40 seconds remaining on the 90-second shot clock. Ball down to the ground. Ooh, Shinosky picked it up, but then a late whistle. Oh, they want to reset. Okay, they want to reset the shot clock back to 60 now. Well, now the one official is going to come over and relay something to the scorers down on the field, or down on the track, I should say. Right now, there's 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in the half. They put 60 seconds on the shot clock. It's Augustana ball. Sydney Rector has the ball. She'll have it on the restart. Official still talking. Now he's all set, and now I think we're ready to go. They've got the shot clock at 32. So 32 seconds on the shot clock. Number 32 for Augustana, Sydney Rector. She will pass it on the restart. And the shot by Hediger in the crease area, and it's good. Hediger with back-to-back goals for Augustana after Petrie had back-to-back goals, and it's now 8-3. Take another look at it here. You see the nice catch, the turn and shoot for Hediger. And for Hediger, her goal comes with 6 minutes and 39 seconds to play in the first half. Her goal now makes it 8-3 and a 5-goal advantage for the Vikings. Augustana, I mentioned 4 wins this season. They've had wins against Wartburg, Augsburg, Marion, and Beloit. The Blue Jays will take on Marion this Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, final game of the season for the women's Blue Jays lacrosse team. Draw control still on the ground. They're going to award the draw control to the Blue Jays. Eastman quickly sprinting upfield. And Eastman will back it out in a whistle. Free position here, 8-meter mark here for Eastman. Come on, Gracie, put it in here. Steps forward, shoots, and it's wide to the left. Blue Jays retain possession, however. Blue Jays have struggled from that free position 8-meter situation tonight. They've had a handful of them and couldn't capitalize on them. Shanatsky comes out from behind the cage, curling around, is free, takes the shot, and a save by Collins. Hannah Collins has had some nice saves in goal for the Vikings tonight. Getting a bit dark here in Elmhurst. Overcast day. The lights have not come on yet here at Langhorse Field. Shanatsky trying to break free. Good defense by Augie. Shanatsky dropped it, picked it right back up. Shot clock at 42. Eastman, as she stops in the crease area, curls, just trying to find some space to get a shot off, but she cannot. And now a whistle. Free position again here for Eastman. Let's see if the Blue Jays can get a goal here this time. Eastman comes up, shoots it, it's wide to the right. Another free position opportunity gone by. And a good steal there behind the cage. Blue Jays coming up, taking the shot, and a goal for the Blue Jays. Good defense by Elmhurst as they get the turnover deep in Augustana territory. And with 5 minutes and 4 seconds remaining, there you see the steal. And coming up into the crease area, taking the shot for the Blue Jays. Looked like that was Lindsay Novak getting the goal for the Blue Jays. And it's now 8-4. With 5:04 to play in the first half. Boy, if the Blue Jays can get one more, I know it's tough, but with 5 minutes remaining, they could get to within 3 and make it kind of manageable for the second half. Eastman trying to win the draw control here. Ball goes up. Ball goes up again. Still nobody in possession. And there's the whistle, and the ball is going to go to the Blue Jays. So ultimately, Elmhurst does win the draw control. They turn the ball over, however, here. Ball down to the ground. We got a player down and a whistle. That is Cassidy Petrie for Augie that went down. Remember, she covered up her face a couple of moments ago as well. Petrie on the restart. Augustana ball here. 4:33 left. First half. Petrie will wait and set things up here for the Vikings. Rector, good defense by MC Brown. Here's Cecilio. Makes the move to the left, now backs out. Passes into the crease area. Petrie with a quick catch and shoot, but the save by Salmon. MC Brown in the far wing area. MC turns to the middle of the field, carrying her stick with her left hand, and now she will bring it over here to the near side. Michaela Armstrong was in front of her, and MC Brown still in possession. And now passes it off here to Castillo. Nothing there for Gabby, and she'll bring it out. Castillo had the first goal of the game for the Blue Jays with 7 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Short-lived lead, though, for the Blue Jays. Here's Shanatsky now. Shanatsky takes the shot, and a save by Hannah Collins. Just under 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Ball goes out of bounds. Rachel Foreman is over there, and the ball is going to go to the Blue Jays. So Augie cannot clear it as they turn the ball over deep in their own territory. Novak flips it to Eastman. Eastman brings it over here to Castillo. They switch positions on the field. Castillo now at the point, and she'll jog it over to the far wing area. 2:17 remaining in the first half. 8-4, Augustana with the lead. There's a pass, and it's picked off by Hediger. Good anticipation by Hediger, playing the passing lane, if you will, and got the turnover. Here's Hediger. The senior has had a good first half here for Augustana, one of the leaders of this program. Claire Kim in possession. Dropped it, scooped it back up. 1:43 left. Ball is loose, picked up by Augustana. That's number 5, Melanie Parker. Here's Cecilio, and she will jog it up to the point. Cecilio on the penetration, shoots with the left hand, and it's going to be a goal for Cecilio as she gets it by Salmon. So with just 1 minute and 19 seconds left to play in the first half, Cecilio with another goal to make it 9-4, Augustana. Seventh goal of the second quarter for the Vikings. 3 second quarter goals for the Blue Jays. So it's 9-4. Augie with the lead with 1:19 left to play in this first half. Eastman and Hediger on the draw control, and it's going to be won by, well, I was going to say the Vikings, but nobody in possession of it yet. Still nobody has possession of it. And it goes into the stick of Cecilio. Augie wins that one. Under a minute remaining here in this first half. Shot clock turned off. 43 seconds to go in the half. Petrie passes it off to Rector. At the point now is Claire Kim. And now it's Petrie. Petrie pivots. Gets pushed out of the crease area. Tough angle by Petrie. That's going to remain Vikings ball here. 13 seconds left. Can the Vikings get another shot off here? Curling around. Ball down. Ooh, Claire Kim went down hard on her backside, and she remains down. And that's the end of the first half. And they're going to tend to Claire Kim, who went down pretty hard on her backside here to end this first half. Augustana led at the end of the first quarter 2-1, and they outscore the Blue Jays in the second quarter 7-3 to take a 9-4 advantage into halftime. So we'll take a timeout as well as Claire Kim jogs off under her own power. That's good to see. Halftime here at Langhorse Field, it's 9-4 in favor of Augustana. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn, a place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
My name is Michael. I'm a senior here. I study special education, and I'm a first-generation college student.
My name is Lauren Berryhill. I'm a junior, and I'm a music education major.
My name is Sarah Jean Dickey. I am a double major in mathematics and computer science with a minor in Spanish, and I'm a senior.
My name is Randy Morales. I'm a freshman, and I'm a psychology major.
I transferred to Elmhurst because I like the small class sizes, and I really value that professor-student relationship that I knew that I was going to get here.
When I was looking at other colleges, it just didn't feel like people cared and wanted you there the same way that when you came to Elmhurst. They just really wanted you to be there and to learn and grow, and I felt like I would be comfortable coming here, but also be pushed in so many ways to grow and become better.
I already knew some people who went here, and I'd visit a couple of times just to hang out with them. I just really liked being around them and being here. And the campus itself is absolutely beautiful.
My sister did go to school here as well. I kind of already knew the campus a little bit, knew it was a great school. I'm glad I chose Elmhurst because it was probably the best place for me, and it was the best monetary decision as well.
When I first transferred, I lived in apartments, but now I live in Stanger, and I really couldn't picture it any other way. Like, I love being on campus. There's just something about rolling out of bed and going to class that I love.
I started out in Chick my freshman year here. I moved to Niebuhr halfway through. I lived in Chick my sophomore year as well, and I've been living in an on-campus house on Myrtle for the past 2 years, and I love it there.
I've actually only lived in Cureton Hall all 3 years. I really could stay there my 4th year and be fine.
I love the community that it brought, that you were one room away from your friends, you were eating dinner on campus together almost every night, and just that there were different opportunities within the residence halls.
A day in the life is pretty hectic. Most music ed majors, their classes are in the mornings and then their ensembles are in the afternoon. So I'm pretty much boom, 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 thing to thing to thing.
I'm a morning person, so whether I have class in the morning or not, I like to wake up a little bit on the earlier side.
So I'd wake up at 5:30, practice, eat breakfast quickly, go to my 9 a.m.
Probably have class till around noon, and depending on the day, I'll probably head out to the local middle school to take some time with my students there, go to the library to do some homework, and then I also work at the library.
Get out of class, go home, change, go directly to work.
I'll usually have work later in the afternoon, and then eat dinner, maybe do some more homework, watch a movie.
Get a dinner or some snacks at the Roost, and then head back to my dorm to do some homework and head to bed.
Usually I spend time with my friends at night, and that's when I get to catch up on what's going on.
My favorite place on campus is on the 3rd floor of the education department. It's the best place to study with the best view.
I have 2 favorite places on campus. One is my house, but I also love the conference room in Daniels.
My favorite place would be the cafeteria.
Sitting in Founders, I love to sit at one of those tables and do homework. You can be in there to have fun, you can be in there to study, and the vibe can be whatever you want it to be.
Out of the 4 classes that I took this past semester, my favorite class was acting. The professor was Dr. Tony Noyce. He is such a character. He's so awesome to be around. It was such a fun experience.
And my favorite class was probably linear algebra with Dr. Crawford. It was part theory and part computation, which I really liked how it pulled those 2 concepts together. And Dr. Crawford is just an amazing teacher. I've had her almost every semester since I've been here.
Post-colonial theory with Dr. Janice Lively, and that class had me thinking about it like all day.
Music theory class, which is probably an interesting choice because it was at 8 a.m. every single day my freshman year, both semesters, which no one likes 8 a.m.s in college. My professor, Mr. Streeter, is incredible, and my class became more of a community than anything. It was a really nice way to come into college, and honestly, my best friends came out of that class. One of my favorite activities is the honors program. I've been involved with it all 4 years that I've been on campus here. I'm also involved in Alpha Phi Omega here on campus. You do a lot of service in the community. You get to build relationships with people in the organization, and you get to do a lot of leadership activities. I've been involved in lots of student groups on campus, all the choral ensembles, the vocal ensembles, and I loved being in late night blues, vocal jazz. We just had a lot of fun and really bonded with each other. I'm also a member of Phi Mu. It's a really fun way to meet people, but also to give back to others that need it.
My favorite organizations that I've been a part of is definitely the Black Student Union, because I really like what they're doing for the campus overall and the social justice issues that they're pursuing on campus.
I'm pretty much just involved with running. I'm really proud to be a Blue Jay because it's an amazing community. Blue also looks really nice when we're running, so it's awesome.
Love being a student ambassador in the Office of Admissions. It's really great because I get to give tours to all these potential students, whether they're first years or transfers.
I'm a CA for the ELSA students, which basically means that I live in the dorms that they also live in to provide any extra support that they might need. And I'm really proud to be part of this program, especially because it's one of the few in the country. And it's awesome because I work with students with disabilities in classrooms, and they always ask me, oh, can I go to Elmhurst? And I can say confidently, yes, you can go to Elmhurst.
When I cross the stage at graduation, I'll be most proud of all the research that I've done. I didn't come into college with the intention to do that. I fell in love with the idea of research and the process of doing research. It's just incredible to look back and think that Elmhurst has done so much for me already, and I think that's what I'll be most proud of, to think just who I've become and who I want to be still.
I think what I would remember most fondly are obviously my friends that I've made.
Making memories with those friends in really interesting places that normally wouldn't be so exciting, but they are because you love each other and you get to know each other so well.
Between the professors and the friends that I've made, I think that will stay with me the rest of my life.
People who give back to Elmhurst, you're not only helping me, you're helping my family grow as well. Me graduating college and being the first one to graduate means that hopefully others in my family, like my nephews and nieces, can see that and want to come to a school like Elmhurst.
So when you give money to Elmhurst, you're giving these students like the experience of a lifetime and the ability to become who they're meant to be.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to change our lives.
And welcome back to Langhorst Field. We are at halftime, just about ready to get the third quarter underway. 9-4, Augustana leads Elmhurst here at halftime. Mark Kruger, delighted to bring you Blue Jay Lacrosse live here on BlueJayTV.com. First of two lacrosse games here at Langhorst Field. The second game will be Coach Morrell and the men's team of Elmhurst as they'll take on Carthage. That game will get underway at about 7:30 tonight. Augustana in that first half, 2 goals, 3 assists from Margaret Cecilio, a hat trick and an assist from Cassidy Petrie, 3 goals from Kate Hediger, and a goal from Sinclair Lucero. Sinclair Lucero scored her goal. It was the second goal of the second quarter to put the Vikings up by a score of 4-1. In that first half, Karina Salmon had 3 saves for Elmhurst. Hannah Collins had 2 saves for Augustana. The Vikings with a new goalkeeper to start the second half. It's number 17, Rachel Foreman, a 5'8 junior out of St. Charles North. So she is in goal for Augustana. Salmon remains in goal for the Blue Jays to start this third quarter. Goals in that first half for Elmhurst. 2 goals by Gracie Eastman and a goal by Gabby Castillo. So it's 9-4 Augustana. First possession here of this third quarter. Rector pivots, shoots, and a save by Salmon. So a good start. Third save of the game for Salmon. Gets it to Shinatsky. Shinatsky splits a couple of defenders. Dropped it though, however. Great opportunity here for Petrie. And Salmon with the stop. So Petrie flirting with her 4th goal of the game. She had 3 goals in the first half. And it'll be Blue Jays ball here. Michaela Armstrong with the ball here on the near wing. Armstrong protecting that ball, flips it over to Eastman. Eastman couldn't handle it, and it goes right into the stick of Marissa Masato. Ball down to the ground. Augie picks it up. Shots in the first half, Augustana had 17. Elmhurst had 11. And this ball is going to go to the Vikings. 14 first half turnovers for Elmhurst, 9 turnovers for Augustana. Penalties in the first half, 1 by Augustana, Molly Neighbor, and 2 by Elmhurst. Marissa Masato and MC Brown. Cecilio will wait, survey the offense, and now a whistle. And it looks like another clock situation here. There's 12 minutes and 36 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock currently reads 62. And we'll see if any of that changes here. Okay, now they change the shot clock to 75. 75 seconds on the shot clock here. As we restart it. Coming up and shooting is Margaret Cecilio. So for Margaret Cecilio, remember she scored the last goal of the first half. And this is now her third goal of the game, and it is now 10-4. Comes unassisted with 12 minutes and 31 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. And it's now 10-4 Augustana. Vikings enjoying their biggest lead of the game. It is now at 6. Henniger and Eastman on the draw control. Don't forget the second game of our doubleheader. Coming up later tonight, 7:30 face-off. The men of Elmhurst take on Carthage at 7:30 tonight. Draw control 1 as Eastman scoops it up off the turf. She dropped it, picked it right back up again. Eastman now on the run. Oh, as she tried to get by the defender, she lost control of it, and it goes right into the stick of Rachel Foreman, the goalkeeper. Foreman's outlet pass is errant, and it's down on the ground. Blue Jays trying to get control of it, and they finally do, as they get it to Castillo. Castillo to Shanatsky. Shanatsky splits the defenders, gets a good look, shoots, and scores. So Katie Shanatsky, with 11 minutes and 39 seconds remaining here in this third quarter, gets the Blue Jays to within 5, 10-5. Katie in that first half did have an assist. So she now has 2 points, an assist, and a goal. For Shanatsky, it's her 10th goal of the year, first goal of the game. And as I mentioned, now the Blue Jays are trailing by just 5, 10-5. Shanatsky, a 5'7" senior from Chicago, went to Lane Tech, historic high school on the city's north side. Speaking of Chicago, the Chicago Bulls are in action tonight. Game 5 of their best of 7 against the Milwaukee Bucks. Boy, the 2 home games against Milwaukee, the Bucks looked awful good. So we'll see what happens tonight. Game 5 in Milwaukee. Salmon scoops it up. The Bulls are, I tell you, they're close, folks. A lot of people are a little down right now on the Bulls, but got some good players and some young players, and they get some playoff experience. Maybe make a couple of moves, and they can be right there. Castillo on the restart here. Flips it over to MC Brown. Brown, nobody defending her, and she's going to come up and stop and pass it off. Here's Eastman now. 10:36 left to play. We are in the third quarter. Wind picking up a bit out of the north. Eastman on the shot. It was deflected by one of the Augustana defenders. And it's going to be Shanatsky at the free position 8-meter situation. They had a number of these in the first half. Shanatsky comes up. And nothing there. Saved by Foreman. So once again, Augustana comes up big defensively against a free position situation for the Blue Jays. Claire Kim now with it. Flips it out to the far wing area. Sydney Rector picks it up off the turf. Passes and going down low. Molly Neighbor, the 5'4" senior out of Rockford. Hananega was her high school. And the Vikings with another goal to make it 11-5. So the 5-goal advantage was short-lived. It is now back up to 6. As you see the goal right there by Neighbor. Comes with 9 minutes and 55 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 11-5. Augie with the lead. Vikings led 2-1 at the end of one. Outscored the Blue Jays 7-3 in the second quarter to take a 9-4 advantage into the locker room. Vikings have scored twice now here in the third quarter. Blue Jays have scored once, so it's now 11-5. Augie with the lead as the Vikings trying to win their first CCIW game of the year. They win this draw control. Hediger flips it over to Cecilio. Cecilio tried to pass it into the crease area. Ball is down. 50-50 ball won by Augustana as Rector picks it up off the turf. Shot clock at 64, so plenty of time for the Vikings. Cecilio passes it off. Here's Kim. Claire gets free, shoots, and Salmon covers up. Nice save by Salmon. Flips it over to the far side. MC Brown. No, MC Brown is on this side. It looks like that's Bailey Ekstrand. Here's Castillo. Castillo dropped it, turns it over. Scooping it up off the turf was Melanie Wigman. Wiegman, I should say. Petrie gets double teamed and she passes it out. Now here's Claire Kim. Cecilio. 8:22 left to play. We are in the third quarter of this CCIW battle. Cecilio has it lost, but she picked it back up off the turf. Here's Rector with the ball. Again, Viking offense pretty stagnant right here. And now Rector makes the move on Shanatsky. Spin move. Rector trying to create some space. And she can't. Good defense by Shanatsky. Katie comes out of the pack with it, looking for a outlet, and she'll throw it back to Salmon. Salmon flips it over here to MC Brown, who dropped it. Picked it right back up. MC getting triple teamed. Nice pass out of the triple team to Eastman. Blue Jays should have an advantage here. Keep going, Gracie. Eastman. And we're going to have a stoppage of play here. Clock stops with 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here. We'll see what this violation is all about. Well, it's going to be Eastman on the free position and a save. Nice save by Foreman. And boy, again, another free position situation for the Blue Jays. They just cannot capitalize on it. Here's a shot on goal by the Blue Jays. And it's going to go to Augustana here. Melanie Parker back with the ball. She's getting hounded by Novak. Ooh, Parker gets shoved from behind by Novak. And Novak is going to, she's going to get pushed from behind. Novak's going to jog off here, and Augustana will have a man-up situation. Lindsay Novak, just a freshman out of Romeoville. Little too aggressive that time, so she'll take a seat or take a knee. Right now she's just standing there. Getting instructions from Coach Howard. And it's going to be Augustana ball. They'll have a man-up situation here. Melanie Parker, you see her at the bottom of your monitor with her helmet off, coming out of the game for Augustana. She got hit hard from behind, and so she's going to have a seat on the Augustana bench, and hopefully she will be okay. So we restarted. Augustana with the ball. Knocked away. Picked up by the Blue Jays. So another good defensive play. They get it to Eastman. Eastman on the dead sprint here. Looks behind, nobody there, and she'll bring it back. Gets bumped a bit. She'll back it out and let the Blue Jay offense set up here. And a timeout taken. Allie Howard wants to burn a timeout here. So a timeout taken by the Blue Jays here with 6 minutes and 26 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. We'll keep it here as Augustana leads it by 6, 11-5 over the Blue Jays. Again, just a reminder, the final game of the season for the women's Blue Jays team will be this Saturday against Marian University. We'll bring that game to you live here on BlueJayTV.com. That is a 10 o'clock start on Saturday morning. Rumor has it that Greg will bring the coffee up here on Saturday morning along with the donuts, right? Second game of our doubleheader here tonight. It'll be the men in action here on Langhorst Field. We'll be delighted to bring you that game. That game gets underway at 7:30. It'll be the men, the Blue Jays, going up against the Carthage Firebirds. That is a 7:30 start. And then the final game of the regular season for the men's team will be this Saturday when they travel down to Bloomington to take on Illinois Wesleyan. That game gets underway at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. So there's Allie Howard in the middle of that conversation with her Blue Jays team as they try to notch their first win of the season. If it doesn't come tonight, they'll try to do it Saturday morning against Marian. We've got 6 minutes and 26 seconds to play here. We are in the third quarter of this one. It's 11-5 in favor of Augustana. The highest offensive output of the season for the Blue Jays came back early on in the season. Their third game of the season, they scored 11 goals at Franklin on March 5th. Came up a goal short, 12-11. So they have put up 11 goals. That's actually the only time that they've scored more than 4 goals in a game, was that 12-11 loss at Franklin. They lost 17-4 against Alma. That was here on April 2nd. Boy, I remember that game. Alma came into that game undefeated, and the Blue Jays were right with them for the first half. I think it was 4-3 at the half, but then Alma just poured it on in the second half, and the Blue Jays lost 17-4. All right, everybody back out onto the field after the Blue Jay timeout here. 6:25 left to play here in the third quarter. Eastman with the ball now for the Blue Jays. Elmhurst in the home white. Eastman passes it to Shanatsky. Katie getting triple teamed, and she comes out of the triple team, loses control, and she will scoop it right back up. But good defense from behind by Hediger to knock it away. Shot clock at 30. Eastman got cut off. Shot clock at 18, and now we got a whistle. All right, so it'll be Eastman. It'll be the free position here, 8-meter mark. Eastman comes up, takes the shot, and it's going to be a save by Foreman. Again, the Blue Jays come up empty on a free position shot. Scramble and a steal in the back behind the cage for Eastman. So the freshman takes it away from the junior goalkeeper, Foreman. Shot and a goal by Gabby Castillo. Castillo with a nice aggressive move, her second goal of the night, and it comes with 5 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Take another look at it here. You'll see Castillo makes the move into the crease area. Really, boy, she jumped and shoots that one, and it got by Foreman for the goal. Castillo's second goal of the night. So Gabby Castillo, 5'2" senior from Westchester. She went to Chicago Bulls College Prep. Five minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the third. The Blue Jays trailing by 5. And I tell you what, there's still plenty of time left here, folks. The key is continuing to win these draw controls, and we got a whistle here. And this draw control is going to be won by the Blue Jays. So Eastman restarts it right around midfield. Eastman still in possession. She's got Castillo at the point. Gabby now with the ball. Flips it over to Katie. Katie penetrating, and another whistle. It'll be Shanatsky, the free position, 8-meter mark here. 4:32 left. Katie can knock this one in. The Blue Jays are down by just 4. Shoots, and it's high. Castillo behind the cage. And she will restart it here for the Blue Jays. 4 minutes and 16 seconds left here in the third. Blue Jays in possession, trailing by 5. Elmhurst looking for its first win of the season. Going to need a huge comeback. And another whistle and a shove by Kim. And a yellow card is going to be issued to Claire Kim. She comes out. So it's going to be a great opportunity here for the Blue Jays. As the two officials now are starting to get in there. You see them talking things over. It'll be Eastman on the restart. A man-up situation here for the Blue Jays. Under 4 minutes to play. Critical part of the game here. And now two officials are talking things over again. And they want to reset the shot clock, and it's reset to 90. Eastman on the restart. Here we go. Eastman just trying to create space to get off a shot. And another whistle. Blue Jays are already in a man-up situation here. And it's going to be free position, 8-meter mark for Gabby Castillo. So can Castillo get a hat trick here? She's got 2 goals already tonight. Come on, Gabby, put it in here. Shoots, and it's wide to the right. Gathering it, Lindsay Novak behind the cage, and she gets it to Castillo. Blue Jays trailing by 5. Ball down to the ground, and it's picked up by the goalkeeper, Foreman. Oh, man. Great opportunity gone by for the Blue Jays in a man-up situation. Now the Vikings having trouble picking it up here. Neighbor lost it down to the ground. Blue Jays trying to get hold of it. Wiegman trying to pick it up. Boy, who's going to get it? And it's finally going to be picked up there by number 17. That's Pauline Shalmo for the Blue Jays. Ball goes back down on the turf. It's Castillo coming away with it. 3 minutes remaining here in the third. Castillo to Eastman. Nice spin move by Gracie. Eastman shoots. And what's the call? It's a goal. Eastman scores, and the Blue Jays are within 4. I believe it's a goal. Yeah, it's 11-7 now. Eastman scoring the goal. Take another look at it here. You'll see Gracie penetrating, getting the shot off, and it got in. Just inside the right upright. And for Eastman, that is her 3rd goal of the game. Goal number 12 on the year. It comes with 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the third. Huge goal by Gracie, the freshman, and the Blue Jays are within 4. And still in this game. 2:50 remaining. Eastman and Hediger on the draw control. Won by Augustana this time. Cecilio looking for a teammate. Now she keeps it. penetrates, gets into the crease area. Cecilio scores. Gets it by Salmon with just 15 seconds after the Blue Jays get to within 5, or get to within 4, I should say. Augustana comes back, gets a goal, and they're back up by 5. 12-7. Oh, boy, that's disheartening. Take another look at it here. You see the good penetration and getting into the crease area, and it's Cecilio that comes up with the goal. For Cecilio, her 4th goal of the game. And it's 12-7 Augustana. That was a big goal. So now the Blue Jays find themselves trailing again by 5. But now there's 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Eastman and Hediger. And it's Hediger that comes up with it, and Augie wins another draw control. Hediger makes the move. And now she'll bring it back out. Toss it up top to Kim. Kim working it around, comes in, shoots, and gets by Salmon. So Claire Kim, a 5'5" junior from Mundelein, gets the goal for Augustana with 2:12 to go. Vikings are up 6. Take another look at it here. You see Claire Kim curl around and gets by Salmon for the 13th goal of the night for Augustana. 13-7 now. Vikings with the lead. 2:12 to go. I mentioned Marie Trevino, the assistant coach for the Blue Jays, the assistant coach for the Vikings, Katie Baranski. She is the assistant to C.J. Holder, the head coach of the Vikings. Draw control now, Eastman and Hediger. Actually, that's Shanatsky who takes the draw control for the Blue Jays. And it's won again by Augustana. Hediger takes the shot. Salmon with the save. Blue Jays trying to clear, but they lose it behind the cage. Pass into the crease area, goes down to the turf. Hediger comes up with it. Hediger curls around. Now she moves behind the cage. 1:42 to play here in the third. Kim dropped it, tried to get it right back, but the whistle and a stoppage of play with 1:27 to play here in the quarter. It'll be a free position, 8-meter mark for Claire Kim. Claire scored a goal a moment ago. Great opportunity here to score again. There's the whistle. Kim straight up, and she scores. So Kim with back-to-back goals. She scored a goal with 2:12 to play in the quarter, and now she scores another goal with 1:26 to play in the quarter. And it's a 1-touchdown advantage for the Vikings, 14-7. Speaking of football, NFL draft starting tomorrow. I don't believe the Bears have a first round pick. (14-7). Augie with the lead here. Hediger, and it looks like Eastman is back in to take the draw control for the Blue Jays. Shanatsky took the draw control the last time, but now it's Eastman back in there. Eastman battling for it, number 1, And a whistle, and it's going to go to the Blue Jays. Eastman scoops it up and takes off in a hurry. Tried to get an advantage. And now it's Castillo. Blue Jays with the ball, trailing by 7. Boy, they were trailing by just 4 a couple of moments ago. And now under a minute remaining here in the third. Eastman lost it. And scooping it up was Petrie, and now a whistle. Boy, a lot of hand motions by that one official. he's moving his arms around here. It looks like it's just a penalty against Augustana, so Blue Jays will have it. Looks like a free position from the 8-meter mark here for Eastman. Gracie decides not to take the shot, and she'll give it to Shinatsky. Back to Eastman here with 36 seconds to go in the quarter. See if the Blue Jays go for the last shot here. 24 seconds to go. Shot clock turned off. Shinatsky at the point. 16 seconds to go in the quarter. Eastman dropped it, picked it right back up. 10 seconds to go. Got to start moving here. Shinatsky spins. Goes into a double team. Passes it out to Castillo. She dropped it as she tried to spin into the crease area, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter, with the Vikings leading by 7, 14-7 over the Blue Jays of Elmhurst University. We'll take a timeout and come back for the fourth quarter. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn, a place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
Welcome back to Langhorse Field. Well, we took a break a little prematurely at the end of the third quarter. While we were away, they put 3 more seconds back on the clock. Katie Shanatsky had a free position from the 8-meter mark, and she raced forward and took the shot. And Rachel Foreman saved it for Augustana, and that officially ended the third quarter. And so again, another free position situation for the Blue Jays that they just could not capitalize on. That really has been the story in tonight's game, as the Blue Jays find themselves trailing by 7 here, as both teams are getting final instructions from their head coach as we are about ready to begin the fourth quarter here from Langhorse Field. A chilly night here in Elmhurst. Game time temperature of 37 degrees. And with the wind, it feels like it's like 28 degrees out there. I mean, it's pretty cold out there, folks. So both teams back out onto the field. Karina Salmon goes back in goal for the Blue Jays, and Rachel Foreman will go back in goal for Augustana here to start the fourth quarter. Hannah Collins started in goal for the Vikings. She played the first half, had a couple of saves in that first half, and she gave up the goal keeping duties to Rachel Foreman. Rachel Foreman has been in goal the entire second half here for Augustana. So Gracie Eastman and Katie Hediger on the draw control to start this fourth quarter. 14-7 in favor of Augustana. Final CCIW game of the year for Elmhurst. The Blue Jays will finish off the season this Saturday here at Langhorse Field against Marian University. That is a 10 o'clock in the morning start time. We'll have it for you live here on BlueJayTV.com. Eastman and Hediger on the draw control. Nobody in possession of it yet. Now finally it is Margaret Cecilio that comes up with it for the Vikings. Cecilio passes it to Hediger, who scores. Cecilio with the assist. Hediger with the goal with just 22 seconds into the fourth quarter. And Augie leads now by a score of 15-7. Really nice pass from Margaret Cecilio, the senior, to another senior, Kate Hediger. Hediger is from Portage, Indiana. Boy, I tell you, the Blue Jays got to within 4. It was 11-7, but then 4 unanswered by Augustana, and it's now 15-7 early on here in the fourth quarter. And again, it's scooped up by Cecilio. Augustana wins another draw control. It's going to be awful tough now for the Blue Jays to come back in this one. You just have so many number of possessions and not enough time. As we are early on here in this fourth quarter, Kim penetrates and passes it back out. Again, we'd like to remind you that later on tonight at 7:30, second game of our doubleheader here on BlueJayTV.com. It will be Coach Morrell's men's lacrosse team hosting the Firebirds of Carthage in a key CCIW battle on the men's side. Coming in and taking the shot, Cassidy Petrie with the goal. So Petrie's first goal of the second half Petrie scored 3 goals in the first half, so that is her 4th goal of the game, and that now makes it 16-7 with 13 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the game. Well, I hate to bring this up, but if Augustana would score one more goal, that would be a 10-goal advantage, and that would mean a running clock situation here. Boy, again, the Blue Jays, they got to within 4, and perhaps they just ran out of gas, but Augustana just put it in a different gear, and they have now scored 5 unanswered goals to make it 16-7. Since the Blue Jays cut the lead to 4, it was 11-7 with under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, but then Augustana just exploded. 16-7 here, and the Blue Jays scoop it up. This is Castillo. Castillo gets it across midfield here for the Blue Jays. Remember, Gabby scored the very first goal of the game. Blue Jays were leading 1-0, but that lead was short-lived. Augustana scoring the next 2 goals to take a 2-1 advantage at the end of the first quarter. Vikings outscored the Blue Jays in the second quarter 7-3 to take a 9-4 advantage at halftime. Well played, evenly matched third quarter. Augustana scored 5 goals. The Blue Jays scored 3 goals in that third quarter. Castillo couldn't catch that ball from Eastman. Eastman now picks it up at the point. 32 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Castillo. Gabby gets into the crease area. She shoots, but it was after a whistle. The shot got by Foreman, but it was after the whistle. And so it looks like it's going to be another free position from the 8-meter mark here for Castillo and the Blue Jays. Castillo looking for her 3rd goal of the game. Well, looks like we got another clock situation here. As the official is going to walk slowly over to the, well, now he stops, and now everybody's just looking up at the scoreboard. There's 26 seconds on the shot clock currently, and now they move it to 31. Okay. So they put 5 more seconds on the shot clock. Here's Castillo, free position. And a good save that time again by Foreman. Foreman has played well in goal for the Vikings here in the second half, much like Hannah Collins played well in goal for the Vikings in the first half of this one. Blue Jays now on the restart. Here's Castillo, number 12. Shanatsky. Nothing there. Passes it to Eastman. Eastman curling around, takes the shot, and she scores a goal for the Blue Jays. So Gracie Eastman with the hat trick, her 3rd goal of the game, and that now makes it 16-8. It comes with 11 minutes and 28 seconds to play in the game. Eastman with her 3rd goal. She scored a goal in the second quarter, third quarter, and now a goal here in the fourth quarter. And it's now 16-8. Vikings with 11 minutes and 28 seconds to play. Eastman and Hediger on the draw control. And this one is going to be won by Shinatsky and the Blue Jays. Katie brings it up here in the near sideline. Pivots. Knocked away from behind. Ball down to the ground. Shinatsky picks it up. Katie looks over her shoulder. Now throws it to Castillo. Gabby passes it off, or skips Eastman. Stays in control of the ball. Now loses it, and a whistle. A lot of bumping and pushing in this game, and the players really haven't adjusted. And now it's going to be another free position from the 8-meter mark by Castillo. Once again, an opportunity for the Blue Jays. Castillo comes up, shoots, and this time it goes through. Castillo gets the goal for the Blue Jays to make it 16-9 here, with 10 minutes and 53 seconds as the Blue Jays trying to make this one interesting. Back-to-back goals by the Blue Jays, one by Eastman and now one by Castillo. Here's another look at it. Here you see on the hop, on the jump, if you will, Castillo with the hat trick, her third goal of the game. Castillo has a goal in the first quarter. She had a goal in the third quarter and now gets the hat trick with another goal here in the fourth quarter. Eastman and Hediger on the draw control here. 10:53 left. Whistle, and the ball is going to go to Augustana. Hediger holding, waiting for Kim, and now she flips it to Claire. Claire's going to give it to Rector. Sydney surveying the situation, now comes over here to the near wing and flips it over to Kim. Claire gets the ball into the crease area. Going down low is Hediger for the goal. So Hediger gets the goal. Kim gets the assist. And it's now 17-9 in favor of Augustana as they score with 10 minutes and 14 seconds to play here in the game. See the tail end of that goal by Hediger. Hediger had 3 goals in the first half. This is her 5th goal of the game, her 2nd goal of the fourth quarter. Assisted by Kim. So 5 goals tonight for Kate Hediger. So for Hediger, she now has 28 goals on the year. Vikings win the draw control. It's Cecilio. Doesn't get the angle. Now looking to someone to pass to. Hediger into the crease area. Couldn't quite control it initially. She ultimately does. And Augustana will run the offense here. 9:45 left to play. (17-9), the Vikings with the lead. Rector will get it, and she will jog back up to the point. 40 seconds on the shot clock. It's like Augustana is just going to try to run a lot of clock here. Well, now Rector breaks free. She shoots, and it's wide to the right. 28 seconds to play, or left to go on the shot clock for Augustana. Rector comes out, spins, makes a pretty good move, shoots, and scores, and gets by Salmon. Pretty move there by Sydney Rector, the senior from Indianapolis, Indiana. She scores with 8 minutes and 59 seconds to play in the game. And with Rector's goal, that now makes it 18-9. Nice move by the 5'8" senior to break free and get it through Salmon. So each team scoring 3 goals here in this fourth quarter. Well, check that. The Blue Jays have scored only 2 goals here in this fourth quarter, one by Eastman and one by Castillo. 4 goals by Augustana here in this fourth quarter. Here's Eastman on the sprint. Eastman, couple meters away, and she scores. Good individual effort by Gracie Eastman as she gets in to score. And for Eastman, that is her 4th goal of the game. It comes just 10 seconds after the Vikings scored a goal. Boy, the freshmen having a great game tonight for the Blue Jays. It's now 18-10. Again, Eastman just a freshman. And she made a great individual effort to get close, and she got it by Foreman. She could have shook Rachel's hand, by the way. She was that close to her. Got it off and got the goal. Blue Jays still battling here. 8:49 remaining in this one. And again, it's Eastman and Hediger on the draw control. Those two have battled most of the time on the draw controls tonight. Katie Shinatsky took some draw controls for the Blue Jays. Ball goes up and controlled by the Vikings. Into the stick of Sydney Rector. Rector guarded by Shinatsky. Again, we'd like to invite all of you to stay logged on BlueJayTV.com later on tonight at 7:30. It will be Coach Morrell and the men's team of Elmhurst University taking on Carthage. And a shot and a goal by Margaret Cecilio. So for Cecilio, she scores with 8 minutes and 16 seconds to play. And her goal now gives the Vikings, here's another look at it here. You see Cecilio wide open there as she moves a little bit to her left at the very end and got by Salmon. It's a 9-goal advantage here for the Vikings. 8:16 left. And again, for the women's side, final game of the season for the Blue Jays women's team will be this Saturday. 10 a.m. is the start of that one against Marian University. And boy, let's hope it's at least 50 degrees on Saturday morning. I mean, by golly, we have had some just terrible weather this entire lacrosse season. Hediger trying to pick it up. Eastman battling with her again into the end zone, if you will. And it's picked up by the Vikings. Cecilio in possession. Cecilio wearing headgear, one of very few young ladies that are wearing headgear on the field. Rector spins. Sydney had a goal a couple of moments ago for Augustana. Coming in, attempting was Sydney Silverthorne. She couldn't quite get the shot off. Marie Corpus got the stick and passes it to Salmon. 7 minutes and 14 seconds to play. Augie by 9. Blue Jays having trouble clearing it. But they do get it across midfield here. Pass it ahead to Castillo. Castillo couldn't quite handle it. Ball down, picked up by Eastman. Gracie has had a tremendous game tonight for the Blue Jays. It's Castillo holding here on the near wing. Everybody just kind of standing around right now. 6.5 minutes left. And Castillo looks back, gets instructions from Allie Howard, and she will bring it. Well, she's parallel with the cage right now. Now she will sprint up to the point area. Trying to break free, but good defense by Cecilio. Gets off a shot. It's a tough angle. Ball down, loose in the crease area. And it's going to be, there's the whistle. Official pointing to a knee. It's going to go to the Vikings here. So with under 6 minutes remaining, pretty safe to say that Augustana will win their first conference game of the season. They will go to 1-4 in the CCIW, 5-8 overall. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays will drop to 0-12 overall and 0-6 in the CCIW. The Blue Jays will try to get that elusive win on Saturday morning, final game of the season, against Marian University. Please log on. 10 o'clock in the morning is the start of that Blue Jays game Saturday morning against Marian. Again, later on tonight, 7:30, we'll have the men of Elmhurst taking on Carthage. Live here from Langhorse Field, 7:30 tonight here on BlueJayTV.com. Under 5 minutes to go now. Hediger got cut off. Tried to flip it to a teammate, but it was deflected and picked up by Corpus. Marie zigging and zagging. Turns, flips, and gives to Eastman. Gracie gets it across midfield. Eastman gets close, takes the shot, and a save by Foreman. Boy, Gracie was flirting with her 5th goal, but Foreman made the nice save. Claire Kim now crosses midfield. Boy, you can see why Hannah Collins and Rachel Foreman kind of split time at goal for Augustana. Both of those goalies have played awful well tonight. Augie in control now as we are under 4 minutes to play. Shot is wide to the left by Cecilio. Or that may have been Silverthorne, number 6. It's tough to differentiate between a 6 and an 8 on the Viking uniforms. Here is Kim. Spins, gets a shot, and gets it by Salmon for the goal. So Kim, with her 3rd goal of the second half, now makes it 20-10. Augustana with the lead here. It comes with a little over 3 minutes remaining in this one. Here's another look at it here. You see Claire Kim with that spin move, aggressively getting to the goal and putting it in. Claire Kim, just a junior out of Mundelein. So she gets the hat trick here tonight. And now it looks like Shanatsky will take the draw control for the Blue Jays against Hediger. Well, no. Now it's going to be Eastman coming back into the circle. And for what it's worth, we do have the running clock here for the final 2.5 minutes of this one. 10-goal advantage for the Vikings, their biggest lead of the game. Nobody in possession yet. Now it's going to be scooped up by the Blue Jays. Coming out of there, Marissa Masato as she flips it to Castillo. Castillo getting hounded by Petrie. In the game for the Blue Jays, number 44, or I should say 14, Gabby Malik, 5'9" sophomore from Frankfurt. She went to Lincoln Way East. She's got the ball right now at the point, and now a whistle, and well, the clock should be running because it is a 10-goal advantage situation here. But it looks like it's going to be Malik on the free position here. Malik in shorts, the only Blue Jay to be in shorts. Everybody else has got sweatpants on. She's got to be pretty cold out there. All right, looks like we're ready to go. There's the restart. Malik will pass it off to the top to Eastman. See if Gracie can get her 5th goal here. She's trying to get free. She passes it to Castillo. Castillo shoots and scores. Eastman on the assist. Castillo with the goal with 1:28 remaining, so it's now 20-11. As the Blue Jays tie their highest offensive output of the season. They scored 11 goals back on March 5th against Franklin. That was at Franklin in a 12-11 loss. And now here tonight against Augustana, they put up 11 again. Highest offensive output here at Langhorst Field this season. That's the good news. The bad news is that Augustana has put up 20. Eastman and Hediger on the draw control here in the final moments of this one. 1:28 left. Ball goes up, and it's controlled by the Vikings. Get it ahead here to Rector. Sidney pivots. Cannot quite get an angle. Good defense by Deckman on Rector. Here's Claire Kim. Well, check that. No, that's not Claire Kim. That's number 6, I believe. That's Silverthorne. And now it's MC Brown in possession on the dead sprint on the far side. MC Brown, she is fast. She is one of the faster players out there for either team. Sprints it down the far sideline, one-handed. Now passes it to Eastman. Eastman on the spin move. Gets checked by Melanie Parker. And another whistle. Half a minute left. Should be a free position from the 8-meter mark here for the Blue Jays as there was some contact. Let's see if the Blue Jays can get one more goal here before this one is over. Less than a half a minute left. Eastman on the free position. Eastman comes in and shoots and scores. So Gracie Eastman with her 5th goal of the night. And it's now 20-12. Take another look at it here. You'll see Eastman now with 14 goals on the season to lead the Blue Jays in that category. With just under a half a minute left to play. Again, we'd like to remind you to come back to BlueJayTV.com tonight at 7:30. It will be the men of Elmhurst University taking on Carthage in a key men's CCIW battle. That will be at 7:30 tonight, live here on BlueJayTV.com. Hediger and Eastman again on the draw control. Eastman jumping up into the air, but she couldn't come up with it. The Vikings come away with it. It's Cecilio coming away with it for Augustana. Silverthorne into the crease area, lost it, brings it back to Hediger. 8 seconds to go, and Hediger will just hold on to it, and the clock will wind down, and that will do it. Final score here from Langhorst Field. The Augustana Vikings win their first CCIW conference game of the year as they knock off the Blue Jays of Elmhurst University tonight by a score of 20-12. Mark Kruger saying so long here from Langhorst Field. Again, tune in tonight at 7:30 for the men's lacrosse game as Elmhurst University will take on Carthage. Game time starts at 7:30. So that'll do it for now. Again, your final score, Augustana wins it by a score of 20-12. Mark Kruger, so long, everybody.